Jamil Gerald Khan Polson. I am playing Elias Barrett, and I am from Paterson, New Jersey, but I currently live in Union, New Jersey. But there's a saying that my father always says to me, and it goes, never let them see you sweat. And like there's situations like throughout the movie, and there's certain scenes where like he's kind of like, like I guess in a position where he wouldn't want to be in. Like he's kind of in trouble, but he doesn't really show it. You know what I mean? He always seems calm and collective, and he's like, like I'm gonna figure something out.
The fact that the writer has put a spin on it and made it modern and just made it relatable. I really love the story. I just enjoy the whole cast, the writer, director. I just enjoy all the energy. Everyone is positive and excited, and it's a beautiful story, and we're acting it out, and we're excited to tell this story. So I'm excited about it.
That's unique. I never could have imagined the idea of what would be like if Adam and Eve still were alive, how their presence on Earth could even affect mankind.
The story has different meanings for different people who read it. You can take out of it what you want and put into it what you want. It's a lot for your imagination to grab hold of, and you don't quite know what the next page is going to bring. And I like that element of surprise. Meeting Corona was one of the most exciting afternoons of my life, and her smile made me go weak at the knees.
As an actor, means a lot to me because it's my first role in something of this magnitude. So I'm very excited to dive more into the work here. The story and all of that, I think it's very cool. I love mythology. I love heaven and hell and evil and good and how it just crosses together, and there's so much gray area, it's not just black and white. That was hard for me at first because Sarah is a B word, to put it lightly. She is a demon, so it's a little bit hard to access that because I'm only kind of a demon. I don't know, I just had to kind of find the little things that connected us, like just no patience for any BS, ready to keep things rolling, just this kind of superiority complex, I think, that maybe we all have, or maybe I'm just projecting because it's just me. I don't know, it was hard to find it at first, but I'm really excited to play someone so mean. I never get to do that.
The movie to me means that there is a message that will give a lot of people a great insight on many things that are normal for some people and not so normal for other people. My everyday life, I am aware of what is known as the unseen forces, the good and the bad, in the form of maybe demons and angels. So for me, I'm always aware that I have to battle different demons at different parts of the day in different ways. A demon might come in the manner of a guy, a girl, it might come in the form of a thought that I have, different things that I would have to myself stabilize my personality or stabilize my actions in order to continue being positive and productive. Yeah, what excites me is that just overall that a project like this is something that is on the forefront to be done and to get out into the public, because there's so many different messages that that take people away from the essence of how I believe we should be living. Like, for example, we all come together in this project. There's different walks of lives, there's different people from different areas, different, not races, but different ethnicities and different cultures, and everybody's coming here with the same aspirations to move this forward.
The movie is a creation of a story that our wonderful writer wrote that is coming to reality with all of the creativity of all of us together, and just to actually have that story on screen and see what each character represents, I think is just amazing. She's very multifaceted. She's intelligent. She's beautiful. She's very caring, but yet she has that other devious side to her. So I think Professor Maria is a key character in the story itself. I do like that it's a multicultural story. There's so many different dynamics in the characters, their meaning, that even though it's multicultural, at the same time it's such a universal story. It's just a beautiful story.
The positive spiritual pull, I think almost serendipity as it relates to like intense spirituality. That's what I got out of it. What excites me most about the project is of course the director and the way everything has come together, and people are coming together to work on the project because they believe in it. Because without people telling me that, I see that with everybody that's involved, that people are really interested in working in this project. So it's a privilege for me to work on it. Again, like the spirituality, the connection of, like a theological connection as it relates to sort of just an everyday story, but the sort of spiritual connection of the story on a positive note I like that.
The immediacy of connection when I came on board was palpable. I just felt so welcomed and connected to everyone. And I think that is the theme that runs through the entire movie. There is this theme of connection, and that connection is something that myself personally, I am hoping that we can have in the world again, that there is a disconnect from something that's bigger than ourselves. When we come back to that connection, that is what this movie means to me, is bringing that connection back.
The movie means to me something that could happen in reality or happen in the future, that there's this mystery in these events that bring this movie into existence, into reality, and it makes your curiosity grow even further and kind of question what's coming up next. So it means like there's other parts of the world that needs to be searched, and we just don't know all the unknowns out there. I relate to Naila. She's very competitive. She's fiery. She always wants to, go ahead before the whistle blows, because she's like very excited and she wants to get what she wants, and promptly. And what I like most about her is she's sexy and strong and not afraid to show her femininity while she's holding her ground. Collaborative minds behind each individual is just phenomenal, how it all comes together and joins to create, another idea that's even, can go into a scene. It's amazing to watch how the creativity behind this film.
I'm just really excited to be part of the project. Not only am I playing an actor, but I'm also the production assistant, and it's a really great challenge for me, not only as an actress, but also as a person, to learn about the whole process of making the movie, and it's just been a lot of fun. I'm an angel. I play an angel, and of course you can tell I'm an angel. I just love that the way the director has me playing it is very, statuesque kind of, I don't know, just like, okay, you're going to cut that out because that was just awful. Just seeing everything behind the scenes and helping a wonderful writer get her project brought to life, because it's such it's her baby, and this is her first project, so it's really exciting to be able to take something from an idea that is so close to her heart, that's a book, and then transform it to something that everybody can see on screen. So I think that's what excites me the most, is just taking the amazing thing out of her brain and putting it on film for everybody to see. I like the supernatural part of it. I mean, I'm just a supernatural freak. My husband and I watch all supernatural stuff from here and there and everywhere. So that's a lot of fun for me to see some sort of different kind of story regarding the supernatural. It's just a lot of fun.
This movie means strength, hope, friendship. It has drama and conflict, which is fun. And it's a story, I think, for everyone. Danae's smart. I'm smart. She's very kind. I like to think I'm kind. And she has a big heart. And she's a loyal friend, even when she doesn't. But she also has flaws that I relate to her as well. You'll see it takes her a while to ask for help. And things like that. She feels like she can do it on her own. I'm excited just because I have different scenes with different people. So just to work with the other actors. Excited working with Micah, our director. And excited for Corona because this is her baby. And I think this story is personal to her. I love how protected Danae is all the time. There's going to be some close encounters, and I think she feels alone and isolated, but someone's always with her or watching her. So that's nice.
The movie to me is quite basically the classic conflict between good and evil. But it takes it a whole new level. You know, nobody thinks that there's conflict in hell, that everybody's in agreement in hell. And you know what? That agreement isn't very favorable to anyone. But what's fascinating about this storyline is that it gets deeper. There's conflict in hell. In fact, there's conflict at the deepest level, involving me and my dear brother. And he will pay the price. I find myself personally as a peace-loving guy, a quiet guy. I'm one of 12 kids, the father of 2. I like to give, I like to care. This is a very dark movie. For me, this is a wonderful challenge. It puts me in a place I've never been. But it also puts me in a place where I have to consider how so many other people find themselves in their lives. They're not as blessed, they're challenged, they're pushed. Black parts of their life fill their everyday life. This is fascinating for me. I'm diving into this. We've got a fantastic crew that kind of enables me to get into character from the very beginning. I haven't struggled at all to understand this character and to make it part of me. Hopefully it won't come out in my real life, though. I'm a not devoutly religious person, but I'm very spiritual. And I do know that good and evil exist. They exist in all of us. To see it come out in this show is fascinating to me. And every member of the cast seems to bring it out a little bit differently. That's why the roles are so different. And I'm finding with every single gathering that we have that I'm learning a little bit more about each of them and a little bit more of myself and about my character. And once you incorporate your character into who you are and vice versa, it becomes pretty convincing. So I think it's the metamorphosis of the character and my own capabilities as an actor that makes this most fascinating and most enjoyable. The story is something you just haven't thought of. You mean, you know, no matter how religious you are or non-religious you are, you probably have never thought about what if. And this is your classic what if story. And the best part of it is it has an ending that probably catches you off. In fact, I know it does, because I'm part of that. Gets, you know, the change that you just don't expect to see. That, I think, is the best part. You know, the struggle between good and evil, though, is an everlasting one. It's one that will always play well. But more importantly, it's one that makes people think. Nobody's going to walk out of this going, oh, yeah, oh, wow. They're going to walk out going, what if? That's so cool. Maybe. Do you think? That's the kind of stuff that movies are supposed to do.